Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Saturday night. We're going to try this one more time on Streamlabs here. So last time we tried to stream through Streamlabs, we ended up with a unfortunate situation where we were just randomly pulled from YouTube midstream while Sinister and I were chatting about wrestling. And then we just hopped back on YouTube and we, ended up playing various games like Breath of the Wild and I can't remember what else did we play. We played Mark of the Wolves too. It's pretty good mishmash of games. But actually, I wasn't even aware that the stream had started yet. I was in the process of getting ready to get it in our very nice camera stand here. And, before I knew it, it's like, hey, we're live. Sinister, let's see if the man pulls us off the air. I will tell you, my friend, that I disputed the takedown, and to YouTube's credit, they, immediately, redeemed it, and you can, see the 14 minutes of us chatting about stuff. So, Breath of the Wild and Mark of the Wolves, yes. BTOW and MOTW. So much OW. Very good. All right, we're going to do something interesting here. Never before seen on the live stream. Us actually framing the camera right here. So, all right, my friend. Let's get down to business. I don't know, 100% what we're going to be playing tonight, but I definitely wanted to get things going. We'll do a little experiment. I'm going to leave the anime on in the background because, we always like to do that. Hopefully it doesn't get us in trouble. But if they do end up, pulling the stream down or something like that, then we'll know that it's Streamlabs, being, super fascistic about, oh my gosh, there's an anime in the background. We gotta pull the stream. But YouTube actually is really good about it because they'll just say hey, we see something copyrighted and we're just going to, and if it gets really bad, they'll just pull the stream. But more often than not, they'll just say, hey, they just pause the stream. They don't kill the stream, and and then they'll just funnel the advertising money to the copyright holder, which I am fine with because I don't do this to make money. I do this to share cool shit with cool people and express myself creatively. It's like my own awesome TBS cable access channel. You know how Ted Turner, he basically just took everything he liked, put it on TV. Atlanta Braves baseball, Gilligan's Island, pro wrestling. If he liked it, he just put it on his channel, for the culture. That's right, my friend. Absolutely, absolutely. We could do some more 3DO, for sure. And also today, I bought Rune Factory 5 for the Switch, and I've been playing some Doki Doki Literature Club as well. I do it for the culture. Was that from No Way Out? Was that the Mad Rapper? Does he go, no, what do I do it for the culture? I always considered the Mad Rapper to be Tupac. I don't care what anyone says. Tupac was the Mad Rapper. He just always was just complaining. Yeah, I mean he's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but when it came to Tupac and Biggie, Tupac was always the whiny one, and Biggie was just this fat dude talking about Versace and gangster movies. Of course he was the main character in the gangster movies, so. Good times, good times. Actually, guys, we're going to go on a little bit of a field trip to my living room. And I'm going to grab my Switch Lite in case we decide to play some Doki Doki Literature Club, because I've actually been playing my Switch Lite snuggled up on my couch next to Santino as we fall asleep. So I got to tell you, I really like the Switch Lite. I got the Coral version. Goes with my 80s aesthetic, very pretty. So, so yeah, good stuff. I also enabled cloud saves on the Switch, so I think I should be able to take, the games that I'm playing in my Switch Lite and then get them on my docked Switch, which, can we see that over there? It is right there. And boom. So, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So, I don't know. Is Impact having a pay-per-view tonight? I think Tyson Fury's fighting tonight, too, so that should be good. I like Tyson Fury because he's, I don't know, he's bald like me, he's got a beard like me, he's, like, in shape, but he's got a little bit of the dad bod like me, and we both like to box, but he's got that weird, he's got a lot of reach, he's tall. Tell you, I was boxing, I was sparring with a new guy at the gym who, he goes pretty hard. I don't even think he knows how to hold back, which is fine. It's actually good to box with someone like that. And I was stupid, because, I was doing, the peekaboo stuff, because that's what I do. And, he kept, jabbing to kind of put me away. And so I parried, and because my reach was short, I decided to jab like this. And he, was, right open and, caught me right in the body. But I didn't sell it. But I was definitely tender for a couple of days. So, but yeah, no, I always say it's better to be hit by your friends than hit by your enemies, because you and your friends can learn from each other's mistakes, whereas, with your enemies, you're not gonna, it's not like a constructive process, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, what the hell do we want to play? I actually just came from a live stream, Famicom Dojo. Love me the Famicom right here. And the NWO tried to get him to join, and he was tempted because he used to manage Hall and Nash back in the 80s, and then he realized they were doing the wrong thing and turned on him. It's there was interest, even NWO Sting, that was a parody of the fake Hall and Nash, so it's there was interesting stuff narratively and creatively going on with WCW. It was deep-ish. WWF didn't really have that. It had interesting sociological impact, and it was marketed really well, and there were interesting scenarios, but it was very cheap heat type stuff, and I'm not complaining about it necessarily all the way, but I'm just saying that Stone Cold Steve Austin's thing was oh, I drink beer and F you and I hate my boss, I'm gonna beat up my boss, and da-da-da. It's all right, I get it, but it's you're just basically pandering to, a caricature of your fans, and just kind of doing the Jerry Springer shtick for laughs. And he was really good at it, and he came off as a legit badass, and, and he definitely had charisma and presence, and he was lightning in a bottle, but he just never appealed to me, dude, other than the fact that he, made being bald, cool. But Kojak did that before him, so, because being bald is cool as hell. Austin was a Wolverine type anti-hero. Yeah, I can see that, but Wolverine had more going on. Wolverine had more under the hood than Steve Austin did, I thought, I get what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong. But to me, I don't know. I would identify Wolverine's brooding nature more with Sting, because Sting was Sting was a good dude. Wolverine, I don't know. I also think pre-injury Austin was great technically. He was. No, don't get me wrong. And in fact, I remember there was a match with Benoit and Austin, and I was watching it, and I was actually rooting for Chris Benoit because I don't like Steve Austin, the character. And I remember I was kind of shocked how good Steve Austin still was at technical wrestling. That is not how he wrestled at the peak of his popularity. Same with Hogan, too. It's I think once Vince gets his golden goose, and it's understandable, he doesn't want them to physically tax themselves too much. So, he kind of just does the 5 moves of doom type thing with them. Same with Cena, same with, if you take a look at, the top guys, other than, Shawn Michaels, and Brett, you know, Hogan had his 5 core moves, Austin had his 5 core moves, Rock had his 5 core moves, Cena had his 5 core moves, Brock has his 2 moves, you know, the suplex and the F5 and the, no, he's got 3 moves. The suplex, the F5, and the mid-match nap. You know, so, and I don't even know what Roman Reigns has. He's just down to 1. He's got the Superman punch or whatever. So, which looks like he's like doing a proctology exam or something. I don't know, whatever. Roman Reigns would kill me, but yeah, I'm not I don't know, either way. Goldberg, yes, Goldberg was a Bischoff guy. I never understood why they put Goldberg. I mean, it ended up working out, but I never understood why Goldberg was introduced the way he was when he was, because it was just another hurdle for Bret Hart, because you spent so much money bringing Bret Hart in. You had all this potential. He should have been the next focal point after Hogan and Sting. And it's like, then all of a sudden it's like, well, here's Goldberg. So it's like, okay, but what are you going to do with Bret? You know, it's like, I have him fight Conan. It's like, what? You know, I don't know. So, they, Conan, though, he keeps it real. He's keeping it 5150 or whatever his podcast is called. I don't know. And again, it's like, I like the Disco Inferno. Like, I've said this before. If I was ever to be a pro wrestler, I would want to be a pro wrestler like Santino Marella, Disco Inferno, or Matt Stryker. Like, the funny, batshit crazy, you know, hyper charismatic, you know, kind of comedically annoying yet endearing, you know, character. Like, that would be the kind of wrestler I would want to be. I don't have any, like, you know, illusions of wanting to be some, like, dark, invincible badass, because that's not me. I mean, I am an invincible badass, don't get me wrong, but, you know, very, very positive. Like, yeah. You know, I always like to think of myself as, like, I'd like to be the NWO's nice guy, you know? It's like, guys, you don't have to beat him up like that. Just, you know, just hit him in the back of the head with a spray can and get it over with. It's like, shut up, Noel. Like, okay, all right. Yeah. I'll just point at you while you do things. So, yeah, you know. Okay. I've talked enough. Let's play some games. All right, we talked about wrestling. What the hell? Let's just get some. We'll play some WrestleMania 2000, and then we'll play some Doki Doki Literature Club, and we'll drink some coffee and have some fun. No, maybe we'll play some Sonic too. I still have to see the Sonic movie. Dude, I gotta tell you, I am pleasantly surprised with the Happy Meal toys. I've got Blue Sonic, I've got Super Sonic, I've got Tails. Santino's got Knuckles. I missed out on getting a Knuckles, but Santino's got the Knuckles, so if he stops using it, I'll just kind of put him in the game room, but I don't want to, like, steal Knuckles from Santino. Alright, we'll adjust our webcam like so. Well, it's good so far. We're using Streamlabs, all as well. We haven't been booted off the air, so that's good. Hopefully that was just a glitch. Who knows, you know. I was so close to buying the new Final Fantasy, Stranger Paradise or whatever, but I had heard some pretty significant mixed reviews on it. And I knew that Rune Factory was going to be a solid purchase, so I got this today. Maybe we can pop some of this in as well. Dude, I love the Switch. It's just so filled with cool Japanese video games, you know? Alright. Do. Okay. I am a little concerned with Streamlabs. Hopefully, again, it's like they don't have, like, I'm hoping that they're just kind of a conduit for YouTube. Like, you know, if I start playing international channel tapes, they don't start throwing a hissy fit. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, we'll get our N64 controller. And our SCART cable. I gotta get a second Genesis. Actually, I gotta get a third Genesis Model 2 SCART cable. Because I'm actually using the Genesis Model 2 SCART cable for my PC Engine. Because PC Engine, the RGB out for that actually uses a Genesis Model 2 cable, which is strange, but true. I have ECW's Hardcore Revolution. That could be a game that we play. I don't know. I've never done a ton with it. I've heard it's... I don't have any, like, really positive memories of it. I don't have any negative memories of it. I think it's one of those games that, like, I played, I thought was bad, and I stopped playing it. So... But it wasn't like a WCW Backstage Assault. And Sinister, you know me, man. Like, I actually liked Russo era WCW. I liked 2000 WCW. I enjoyed it. I look forward to it every week. You know, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, that game sucks, man. It is like not good, dude. I mean, I didn't like the whole Bash of the Beach 2000 bullshit. But, yeah, I don't know. That game's just terrible. You'll appreciate that I've made Steve Austin the ringmaster in this opening. Aesthetically speaking, this game is so much better than No Mercy. Put the Undertaker in his 90s costume. And Big Boss Man also in his 90s gear. Mabel, the third man in the NWO. I was very impressed with how this game was able to, you know, do small full motion video. I mean, in small doses, but still. HBK. I do really like how they have that Austin kind of stoically there, kind of just like walking through the other wrestlers, you know, as they stand there as part of the, you know, the cast of characters. That's a really good opening. WCW should never, ever have, you know, gotten away from Aki Asmic. Really, really dumb. Sadly, they didn't have a bald Hulk Hogan, so I had to just, like, make Hulk Hogan with this hair. Sting turned out okay. Jericho. British Bulldog, Big Bubba, who I made the Guardian Angel, Jeff Jarrett, the Chosen One, and finally Stunning Steve Austin. And here we have the Ringmaster Steve Austin. Ministry of Darkness. Made the ECW Steve Austin. What does everybody want? Maybe Deborah McMichaels. You can try that. Let's be Deborah. We'll have her fight. You want to be really funny? Let's have her fight Stone Cold. I don't want to be like inappropriate here. I just think it'd be hilarious to have Deborah fight Steve Austin. That might be in poor taste though, since there's like domestic abuse and stuff like that. But I really don't like Steve Austin, so 6-Pac. Let's have her fight China. They absolutely dressed Deborah better in WWF than WCW. It's really interesting. You know, WWF's roster here was not that good. I mean, it was good, but, like, let's be honest here. I mean, these were a lot of WCW mid-carders. It was just I mean, Russo's writing and McMahon's sensibilities were really what pulled the... And, I mean, you know, and, like, the talent, too. It's like, you know, The Rock and Austin were definitely talented, and... You know, they were able to really capitalize on the momentum that WCW had created and the style that WCW and ECW had created, and then mix the whole, like, late 90s zeitgeist into it, and had people who, you know, knew their craft because they were, you know, kind of at the middle level of it. And when you're at the middle level of something, you know, you might not excel, but you know what to do because you spend a lot of time studying it. I'm kind of shocked that Sable never went to WCW. I mean, that was a real missed opportunity. But at that point in time, WCW just didn't have its act together, you know? Earl Hebner, you bastard. I actually have a picture with Earl Hebner. It's pretty funny. Gonna get her limit break here. The stroke. Hurry up. Isn't it? Is that up C, the pen? Yeah, whatever. Let's see if she gives up. Maybe it's down C. What the hell is the pen? Okay, it's one of the shoulder buttons now. There we go. Alright, Deborah wins. Alright, let's see what else we got here. A match on Sunday Night Heat. Alright, we'll do Bret Hart, who I made. We'll have him fight Shawn Michaels. Let's have him wear this outfit. Bret Hart, the best I could do at making Hollywood Hogan. So, if someone's in the chat, or if someone's watching right now, just throw something up in the chat. I just want to make sure that everything's still working okay. Bret. It's really disappointing that Bret didn't beat the shit out of Shawn Michaels after the screw job. And Shawn knew he could do it too. Hey, Nick Darling, it's still working. All right. Just wanted to make sure, you never know. Half crab. Up. No, I don't want to do a freaking front face lock on this dude. Get up. There we go. Oh, he's going for a armbar right there. Cranking on that thing. Camel clutch. I kind of gave Brett a similar moveset to Hulk. Is that it? Alright, we finished him off with his best friend's finish move. Well done. I mean, we can pop in No Mercy. I just don't... You know, I don't see the... why people like No Mercy so much better than everything else. Because I just don't think it's that good. I mean, it's good, for sure, but it's not like... I don't know, I just don't think it's... I think it's not as aesthetically pleasing as WrestleMania 2000, and I know people go nuts for the creative player. I think that's it, but I gotta blow on that cartridge. There we go. I'd be curious to play the Def Jam Vendetta game, which is supposed to... It was the next Akiasmic wrestling game. If AEW was smart, their new wrestling game would use this engine and as much of this graphical style as possible.
Oh my gosh! So close! He kicked out! He kicked out! He kicked out!
Mine what? I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like it's an excellent opening. Hey, no, Nick is just commenting again. Okay. I mean, it's good. I don't know. I thought the opening to WrestleMania 2000 was better.
Exhibition.
diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity, diggity dog. Breaking. Diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity, diggity dog.
I mean, the graphics are good on this, but I don't know. I just find WrestleMania 2000 to be more charming. What the hell? Let's do Jericho versus The Rock. That was like Jericho's first Titantron for WWF. This was great. He had a great entrance. I mean, whether you think this is the greatest game or not, this game came out at around the same time as WCW Backstage Assault. And that game is just... like, this is arguably the greatest wrestling game ever. I don't agree with it, but it's... people make that argument all the time, okay? The fact that WCW's answer to that was the worst wrestling game ever, I don't understand. I would love to see what the hell happened with the development of WCW Backstage Assault. Because WCW Mayhem was a pretty decent game. I mean, it wasn't as good as the Aki Asmik games, but it was good. It was a solid title with really, 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 really good graphics. In fact, I would say the graphics on WCW Mayhem are better than these graphics here. But Backstage Assault, it is just an ugly mess. Come on. No, crap, come on. Is that Triple H? Why is Triple H helping The Rock? Or maybe he just doesn't like Jericho, because Jericho's always making fun of Stephanie. It'd be really cool if they made some, like, repros of the mods of No Mercy. Because there are some interesting ones, for sure. I remember Top Hat Gaming Man had one of WCW Big Bang, which was supposed to be the rebooted WCW after Bischoff bought the company. And yeah, Turner screwed him over. Oh, he countered it. I don't know. I think this game always moves a little slower than the WCW and WrestleMania 2000. I also missed the little Earl Hebner in the corner. Break the walls down. I like this song a lot. However, I really, really like his original WCW theme song the best, which he actually does not like, but it's fantastic. Alright, well, there's no mercy. I don't know. I think WrestleMania 2000's better. So, there's that. Why don't we take a little stroll to the kitchen, have a snack. Do. Actually, I went to my mom's and had a late Easter with her. That's how I actually ended up going to GameStop today. Because, she actually had COVID, and so we couldn't really go over there. But now she's better, and so we had a ham, so. Do I want to eat ham live on YouTube? I could eat ham on YouTube. What the hell? Let's complain about things, or have constructive conversations about things while we eat ham. We'll call it ham chat right here, so. Guys, welcome to Ham Chat. I'm Noel, and this is my big tub of ham. Today on Ham Chat, we're going to talk about real problems that are affecting the world today. Like, I don't know. Why aren't aux ports on everything? Like, seriously, I love this new iPhone, but there's absolutely no reason why you can't have an aux port. I will just throw down. There's no reason why this thing doesn't have an aux port. Terrible. You know what else is grinding my gears here? The fact that they don't just straight up rerun WCW television on just like, I mean, I get that as Peacock and I watch it, but I'd like to just have it on like like Pluto TV or something, I can like turn it on. It's like, oh cool, Nitro's on. That'd be awesome. I mean, quite honestly, like WWE should just have options where they run. Well, I mean, they do it with the network, but they should just like have their old stuff like rerun on like USA and Sci-Fi and stuff like that. And I think that would actually like draw more attention on their product in a positive way. Because their new stuff just isn't very good. So I don't know, I ramble on. I'm looking forward to the new Dragon Ball movie. Because it looks like it's going to be pretty Gohan centric. So that'll be good. Sam is kind of fatty. I hate fat meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of these people that like likes fat on meat. Alright, well. The ham my wife made was like really good. It was like super thin. Like I was eating cold cuts. But like doused in hot honey. I mean, this ham's not like bad. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Do. Arrow, how the heck are you, my friend? Basically, we played 2 N64 wrestling games, and now we're eating ham before we go and play Doki Doki Literature Club, which I've been playing on my Switch Lite on my couch. But I have cloud save set up, so, you know, what's been happening for the past 66 minutes? That's what's been happening for the last 66 minutes. That ham, I don't know, man. It's a little fatty. I don't like fat ham. I like fat babies. Not to eat, but to play with. You know. What else do we have in here? That's spaghetti. Did we get any cheesecake? Man, did she like not give us cheesecake? That sucks. My aunt makes this like really good cheesecake. Ah, well, whatever. Can't win them all. Better put this ham back. You've been hanging in there? Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm liking Doki Doki Literature Club so far. I mean, it's kind of like still in the cutesy visual novel stage. I hear it kind of turns, you know, pretty dark. So, as evidenced by the, you know, if you're a kid, don't play this game kind of thing. So, I got a Switch Lite, and I loaded it up with all the visual novels and stuff, and RPGs, that I haven't been able to play on the docked Switch. So, you know, right on. So, Arrow, I'm happy you're here, because it's just in time, because, like, I was thinking, like, I don't want to start playing the visual novels until Arrow shows up. You'll know we're also going through Streamlabs now, so you can actually see your comments on the screen, which is nice. The stream last night that we did ended up getting pulled for God knows what reason. I got some notification that it was like violating terms of service by using spam or something, and I just don't even know. I notice comments are popping in again. Yes. I've downloaded Streamlabs on my iPhone. Right on. I mean, when Prism was working, it was like really good, but I haven't been able to archive much since I've been low on storage space. Oh no. Well, we'll have to start archiving to the cloud, you know. Right on. Nintendo 70. Hello again, my friend. Just sitting here having a snack. Played WrestleMania 2000. Played a match on No Mercy, which I think is not as good as WrestleMania 2000. And now I had some kind of dubious ham, and now I'm having these like weird little like thingamabobs while I just chat with you guys before we get down to playing some Doki Doki Literature Club for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah. And again, and, Arrow, you'll appreciate this. And maybe Nintendo 70 will too. I know Arrow really is into the visual novels. I'm really like happy that we're starting to like I can like go to GameStop and see like, oh, here's like a hard copy of a visual novel. So it's cool. Shredder's Revenge is in the Cowabunga collection. I will get that for sure. I'm definitely getting the Sonic Origins, but I think if they really want to make that special, they need to include all of the lost levels, make them, finish them to Sonic 2. So like Genocide City, Dust Hill. I have a Sonic 2 that, has fan versions of those levels. So I think Sega should do their own version of that. I mean, I know they've got Hidden Palace, but they should include all the level select codes that weren't done. You think they'll go the extra mile for that? I think they should. I mean, you can't keep... you can. No, all Sega does is just re-release the same Sega Genesis games. Like the fact that Sonic is the greatest movie franchise we've had in a while. Seriously, Sonic 2, last I saw, grossed $250 million. Okay? $250 million, alright? So, Sega needs to get on that shit. And not with some, weird, mediocre 3D Sonic game. They gotta start busting out the 2D shit, because that's the good stuff. Sonic plays best in 2D, and just make, I would say make, a good new 2D Sonic game. And I think it would be fun to even do, a movie, a 2D Sonic game based on the movie, too. And actually have a good movie game. And include all those lost levels to Sonic 2, because, I think that would be awesome. And I think it would be a big selling point for that collection, too. And it was something that fans have already done. Have either of you guys seen Sonic 2? I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I saw Sonic 1 and I loved it. Before we get down to playing, I'm going to top off my coffee here. The anime's looking good right here. Dust Hill music is good. I have, where is my, I've got a Sonic 2 repro here. Get on my Jaguar games. Is that Ronin Warriors? No, it's, hold on. Space Adventure Cobra. That was the name of it. Yep. Yeah, it's a really, really pretty anime. Genesis games. Phantasy Star. Maybe. Oh, Sonic. His is it here, I think. I'm pretty sure this was it that had the Lost Lost levels on it. You're watching Saint Seiya on Netflix. Nice. Where's my coffee? Have you guys ever seen? And I'm not trying to like diss someone on my channel. There's like this kind of girl version of Kenny Lauderdale. Her name is Hazel. Like, I don't like her videos. I mean, she seems cool, but I just don't like her like tone. She's got. I mean, it's hard to explain. Her videos are like very long, which like wouldn't be that bad, but like she goes on these like weird sassy asides, you know, like she'll be talking about like some anime from the 80s and then like start talking about like the masturbation episode in Seinfeld or something like that, like, and try to relate the two. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like what? I don't know. It's late and I'm not trying to throw shade at people, but I was looking at like the old like Space Adventure Cobra and thinking like it's been a while since, you know, Kenny has done a new video. And then like I keep getting recommended these Hazel videos, you know, and I don't know. But she's, I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that her content's bad. I'm just saying it's just not for me. I think probably she's like younger, and so like the 90s cultural shifts are more exciting to her, whereas I, who lived through them, you know, am not that, you know, some harem anime or something like that. I don't want to be that guy who like insults other YouTubers. If anything, it's a compliment that I've seen her YouTube stuff. All right. Do. I mean, there's definitely plenty to criticize about me, you know. Okay, let's turn this on. All right, Penny from Big Bang Theory. Switch. King Switch. All right. Yeah, Jay White's looking cool on that Forbidden Door. Those Forbidden Door promos. I should probably... So here's my Switch Lite here. So... Let me turn this on, and I will... We're not going to watch me play Doki. And now I'm going to try... This is the first time I've ever done this. I'm going to try to get the cloud saves to work. The only criticism is that your YouTube comes after you for showing your tapes. Oh yeah, that is a criticism for sure. Screw that crap, man. Alright, how did this work? Okay. Themes, users, data management. Transfer your save data. Save cloud data. Alright, this is it, right? Yeah. Download save data. Manual download. Can I do that? It's downloading. This is cool, man. All right, this is like really cool. I've never actually, I've never, I've never done this where I can actually like play a game on two consoles. Arrow, we will watch some tapes. Hopefully, the Streamlabs format here works for us. Doesn't get in our way here. Santino insists I have that octopus. Like, I keep like changing my icon to like Mario 2, like on the disc system. He's like, put it back to the octopus, daddy. It's like, ugh. Interesting seeing this on the big screen after playing it so long on my handheld. Yep, there's my load games. Excellent, man. Okay, so we went in and me and Sayori, who's my friend, we're like in the literature club, and now we're gonna make some posters. And Monica, who's the boss of the literature club, who also has her own Friday Night Funkin' mod, is just getting ready to share our poems here, and we're going to I feel like I should always show Sayori my stuff first. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Not hiding anything. Your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one that feels that way. No way, not even Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Ooh. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just meant that you're really a really expressive person, I guess. Okay, so, like, Monica's the hot one, but, like, there's clearly, like, she's got to be the one that you end up with. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out, so. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But somehow you make everything in your life an adventure, even little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings, though, through you than I can through myself. We have kind of that weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts finding her pencil between her hands. Hey, Noel, will you give me your poem? I want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. You completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pencil she dropped. Being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps into me. Sorry, it's fine, I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support her knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. This is gonna be, when this like shifts into a horror thing, this is gonna be very interesting because you know, this is like it's just like I've been playing this for a bit, and it's just like sailing as like a very typical like kind of dating visual novel type thing. So I guess it's gonna be kind of like I'm watching an episode of Full House, and then halfway through it turns into a war epic or something like that. Sounds like Doki Doki Panic. Yeah. Noel, you are in for a surprise with this one. I'm sure I am. Waifu Mania. That is correct, sir. Yes. Anyway, still haven't read your poem. Sorry I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm, it's tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me feel lots of friends. Each bottle in starlight makes amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. After night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets in hiding nooks and crannies. Dinging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Man, this is a long poem here. Very nice. Holy crap. You really did? You write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've got pretty passionate about this, huh? Keep it up. Yeah. You're the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. I hope that's not foreshadowing. I don't want her to die. You know? Don't get ahead of yourself. Makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yuri seems like she's got a crush on me, so I'll give her some attention here. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Noel. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Gonna sip some coffee here. So, Arrow, have you played this game? Have you beaten it? I've read it's like basically like a 4 to 5 hour game, and you can kind of put some extra time into it if you want to. You know, the packaging to it is great. Comes with a little floppy disk and stuff like that, so. Just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it feels like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try to let your mind wander through your feelings. I started. It takes a big leap in storytelling from standard visual novel, I'll tell you that much. Well, it's starting out like a standard visual novel, so I'm sure, like, I mean, this is apparently something that is very unique to the genre, so. I mean, I've played some good visual novels. I mean, I've played Snatcher, I've played Police Knots, I've played Dreadful Biomonster Jesus, and I've played Metal Slater Glory. Okay, so those are, like, really, really good. And then I've got the other visual novels on here on the Switch that I, have not had a chance to sit down and totally go through, but they seem good, but they seem kind of like, nerdy guy, sexy girl, weird scenario kind of thing, so. She's a little more daring with this one. What did you play this on, Arrow? I'm gonna go with Monica. Natsuki's kind of mean. Plus, Monica looks like PC. Alright. How old is this game? Where do you, think about 2017. Arrow, so do you just, get all your visual novels off of Steam? Wouldn't count on that. You never know. Here's what I wrote. Alright, it's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. No, it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone. No, I pirate them. Nice. Are they all just automatically in English, or are they fan subbed? I mean, Santino knows about this game from Friday Night Funk, and I have some fan translations and others. I have to use a program. Interesting. So it's a program that translates from Japanese to English? So you basically run a Google Translate on the ROM? An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. That's not great. Load me. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before. Like playing with the space of the paper. Choosing where and how to space out your words can change the mood of the poem. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise I see. It's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, the poem is about something. Anyway, Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Is she cueing me in to save the game right now? What am I even talking about? Thank you for breaking the fourth wall, Monica. Useful advice. Start to Natsuki. That is so cool that you can translate... Well, I guess for visual novels it would, work because it seems like it's a pretty straightforward thing. It's not any worse than your last one, but it's not better either. Well, it's not a train wreck. I'll take it as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait a minute, was that a compliment? Glad to see you recognize my experience. Well, then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? She's like dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Well, whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chords, my heart would always pound the rhythms of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, my leg hurt really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yeah, yesterday's was way too short. Just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone who thinks well, it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. The people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I doubt that she'd have... I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her if she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. I'm guessing Amy likes Spider-Man and Venom. I would assume so, you know. Yeah, no, I do like that poem that Natsuki did this strange, angry rant about about spider lovers. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Okay, everyone. We're done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. Well, it's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can get out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. I wonder if, like, Yes, I could be wrong, though. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're not going to let anyone else come up and recite poems, too. Sori's putting it all on the posters, and in case anyone wants to be prepared ahead of time. Sori's been coloring a poster and holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up posters? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems aloud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. Just reading through here. Literature is about expressing your feelings, finding new horizons, and having fun. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same things that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help out a bit. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments. So we're all, clearly just going to be down here. This club is going to be the death of me. Uh-oh. I think that's more foreshadowing right there. I don't like this. It sounds like Yuri and Sayori, that's her name. Forgot. Her confident voice fills the room. After image of a crimson eye. Poem is full of twists and turns in its structures that she insinuates. Sorry if I'm not reading this all like line for line. I'm just, kind of seeing where the story's going here. So they're all basically just talking about, they're just all practicing reading their poems. Speaking of Doki Doki, I'd love it if someone did something with the with the Oh, crap. What the hell is her name? Doki Doki High School. She was in Home and Away. I'm not remembering things as sharply as I used to be. She was in Home and Away, and then she was in one of those Sukeban shows. Miho Nakayama. Thank you. What the freak, man? Should be snapping that off right off the bat, so... Anyway, I know that there's a dating sim on the disc system. Like Miho Nakayama's Doki Doki High School. And I wish someone would put a fan sub of that out so I could actually, download it. Play it on the Super Console X. Repros on the disc system are, kind of hard to come by. I mean, I say repro because they, obviously want it in English. Okay, imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror. So, Sayori's poem is kind of reaching me. I liked it. Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on where you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing for that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, Okay, who's next? Natsuki. Here comes Natsuki. Don't make me go before Noel. It's like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Noel lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much selection to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, so it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, Noel. I'm sorry. Blah. I'm sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. This leaves Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because You're Presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. She starts reciting the poem. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if they're giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Do you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. Be the other way around for me. Well, it's just how it is. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before a festival, okay? You're making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this much effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Well, that's it for today. Festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out nicely, so I'd like to continue with that. As for the festival, we'll finish up planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. Nice music here. For the sake of the club and to impress Monica, I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Eh. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Noel, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I will walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk... Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk with Sayori. I like Yuri, but... You really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? She's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly, Noel. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. Can't really figure you out sometimes. Yeah, I'm already, walking home with her and stuff. I'm not gonna, just, ditch her for the new girl. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's a kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. I should save here. It's weird that I can't seem to overwrite this save, and I don't know why, but whatever. The pink hair looks like Chibi Usa from Sailor Moon. Yeah, it does. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Time to write a poem here. It's kind of interesting how you do this. You kind of, basically just choose words, I guess, based on what you're thinking and the story and all that kind of stuff. So, warm... sensation, doki doki, love, breathe, intellectual, happiness, marriage, whirlwind, comfort, precious, lipstick, romance, pink, flower, pure, electricity, fluffy, fluffy swimsuit, heartbeat. All right. Try to get all the various vibes of what's going on. Oh man, The last one here again. Oh, I see. That's the autosave. Okay. Starting this club and picking up the piano. Well, I guess it's a lot of passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part in the festival. But the whole day of school, we're going to get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. That sounds a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Don't they usually have fried squid? I love fried squid. Like, seriously. I really, really like that. Man, I could go for that tomorrow. Squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Squid is, like, legit one of my favorite foods. Squid and calamari. In fact, I think if someone asked me what my favorite food was, I would probably say squid. This game is like making me want to eat calamari right now. I don't really know what else to add to this, but it's like a thing that I'm going through right now. I'm thinking about that I really need to eat some calamari tomorrow. All right, anyway, I'm rambling on. This game's talking about squid, so... That joke makes... Hey, Sayori, anyway. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for that Justin Wang video where that guy was like tying all the problems of Silent Hill to the fact that like the bad guy wasn't circumcised. You know, it was like something like that. I'm gonna go on Wikipedia and just like spam all the pages about this game with my circumcision theory. Yeah, there you go. You can't, no one can do anything about it because I'm the wiki administrator. That's true. The secretaries have all the power. That's how Stalin was able to take over the Soviet Union. He was the general secretary. There's some papers on her desk. Noel, what's up? This may sound a little strange, but